Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, and there's a little bit of questionable weather that's about to roll in. So I felt there was a good opportunity to get out and test the DJI Air 2S. How well or how poorly can it handle, a moderate amount of wind. I mean, I'm not taking it up in a hurricane or anything like that, but how well or how poorly does the DJI Air 2S handle wind? So I'm about to just do everything in this video, get it airborne and show you what it can do. I think that's the best the best way to approach this. So I'm going to take it out of its case. I got my case right here, man, in front of me. One thing I always recommend is using, if you don't have a hard and flat surface, I recommend using a landing pad like I use, just to keep your drone clean. It looks cool, it looks professional, and it just makes it more fun. So I always recommend using that if you don't have like I'm in the grass, and if this set in the grass, my propellers may make contact with that, and I don't want to mess up my propellers with grass, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold this out here. Put her down on the landing pad. Always, and again, always power the controller on first, just out of best practice. Then power on my drone. I previously downloaded all my all my videos, so I'm going to format the card. Something I always recommend doing is, making sure you've got your micro SD card inserted, but inserted alone is not enough. You need to make sure it's that it's formatted so that it can have storage space to record your flight. How many times have you flown in the past and forgotten to insert the micro SD card and you were using the internal memory by mistake? That's a huge failure right there. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and go into the app. And again, this uses the DJI Fly app. So a lot of people have stumbled, especially if you've used older drones in the past, a lot of people have tried to use an older version of a DJI app. This uses the DJI Fly app. It goes without saying, I'm in a safe and responsible location. So what I'm going to do now is just going to quickly format my micro SD card. And let's see. I mean, not that I'm going to run out of space. I've got 100 and you can find the SD card like I use. Expand this video's description and click the link there. But I use a pretty large one. So I formatted my SD card. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit record. It's recording. Let's go ahead and take off. Obviously, as I mentioned, I'm in a safe and responsible location. Look at that detail, man. And again, with this, with this moderate amount of wind, I mean, I'm not in a hurricane or anything, but you can see the weather. I mean, you can see the clouds. It's kind of there's some weather moving in, y'all. But look at that. This is what I really like, and again, keeping it at a safe and responsible altitude, obviously below the clouds. You don't fly through the clouds, but I'm keeping it below the clouds. Just want to show you what kind of detail you might be able to expect from the DJI Air 2S. Really an incredible drone. Again, this is nothing new. I mean, it is new. It's the latest drone, but I mean, if you've flown one DJI drone, you've probably grown to appreciate the quality, not just of the drone itself, but the handling. I mean, look at that. The thing that impresses me the most, and I am in normal mode right now with the camera, is that with this wind, we're still getting just phenomenally smooth video. And see, I'm going to gimbal wheel down here. Going back through the field there. It's awesome, man. I mean, DJI's really outdone themselves. They always release quality products. Now there's a few things they've released that I didn't personally like, and one of those was the Ronin S. You know, I just felt that I never could make it work right. And I was using a Sony Alpha camera, which is kind of strange that, you know, that DJI would have released something that didn't, at least for me, didn't play well with Sony Alpha. But other than that, I've loved DJI products. They're just so much fun, man. Look at that. Look at that. So cool, man. It really is. So, yeah, you can see how well does the Air 2S handle wind. Well, I think I've answered that within this video. Again, not a hurricane strength wind or anything, but you see the clouds that are rolling in and the type of weather conditions that we have. Look at that. Look at how precisely that thing lands. Super nice. So there you have it. That is how well does DJI Air 2S handle moderate wind. Again, you know, questionable weather rolling in. I feel that it did a pretty good job. What do you think? Comment down below. And if you're shopping for the DJI Air 2S, the case, the accessories, maybe another drone, expand this video's description and then click the link there, or just head on over to epicdroneshow.com and click buy drone. It's at the top of the page. Thanks for your viewership, and again, always be safe and responsible. Preach safe and responsible drone use. You know, I'm the drone evangelist, but you can also be fellow drone evangelist and spread the word of safe and responsible drone use. Because if we're not all safe and responsible, this hobby may cease to exist. Thanks for your viewership, and be sure to subscribe and ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.